right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to PatFacts. May 4th, may the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great week. We're live, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. A little different setup tonight for everyone. Instagram, we get a little sneak peek behind the scenes of how things are working. We're going to have a special guest tonight, as I mentioned in the post earlier. If you noticed, we've got Marilyn joining us from the Barrie Terry Fox Run committee. And she's here to discuss a few things, the event this year, upcoming milestone, an approaching milestone that the Barrie Terry Fox Run committee is approaching, and a few other surprises and some updates as well. And it's always great to have Marilyn on. She's been on with us 2 or 3 times last year as well, leading up to the event and after. So we're going to kick drive this a little bit sooner. So those of you watching on some other platforms, apologize, you won't see, hey, Bonnie, welcome, good to see you. You won't see Marilyn maybe, but you'll hear her hopefully, and then we'll do our best to upload the feed later on to Instagram and to Twitch, so you can kind of check that out at a later time. So again, we'll bring Marilyn on here, and we'll get things going. Hey, Marilyn, welcome.
Hey, Pat, thanks for having me back.
Oh, anytime. Great to have you. People get tired of hearing my voice all the time anyway. So. So we'll get I will get right to it, I guess. I see you got your updated Terry Fox shirt on, ready for the next year. Hey, Chico, welcome. I understand that the Terry Fox Run in Barrie, the committee is approaching a milestone this year.
We sure are. We are very, very close to a history of raising $3 million since the run began in 1981. So we need to raise this year $152,000 to reach that milestone. And if we follow what Terry's dream was, that every Canadian donate $1, then hopefully we can achieve that milestone. We have at least that many people in Barrie that can each raise $1 and get us to that goal.
Right, yeah, that's amazing. I was so excited to hear that. We'll put that up there just to remind people. It's well, that's too many, isn't it?
No, that's right. $152,000 is what we need. Yeah.
Like my commas get misused sometimes. It's exciting to read that, how close we are to that $3 million mark. As someone who's taken part in the run for a few years now, it's always great to see the different milestones and to see how much we've raised just in Barrie alone. And again, thinking of how easy it can be to reach that milestone given our population here. And like you said, just that everyone donates $1. That dollar can go a long way to helping research and helping those that need it. So it's really great to see and really exciting to see how close we are. Thinking we're in May now. We've still got a few months until the run gets here in September. So there's lots of time for us to get out there and get those donations and for you out there to support the Terry Fox Run here in Barrie. And get us to that milestone. So maybe you can speak to a few of the initiatives that we have going on, Marilyn, to help us get to that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again this year we will be at Open Air Dunlop, downtown Barrie on Dunlop Street. Probably 3 or 4 days that we will be there. We won't be there every week this summer like we were last summer, but we will be there. We'll make sure we get lots of information out to everybody. On July 23rd, we're going to hold a Trikes for Terry for young kids to come down, bring their trikes or their bikes, decorate them. We have some Canada flags. We'll have some Terry Fox swag that they can put on their bikes. And we're working right now with the downtown BIA to see if we can then do a little parade down Dunlop Street after they've finished decorating their trikes.
Nice.
No cost to the families. We just want to get people out and get them involved and make them aware of the campaign. Following that, in August, we will once again do a little birthday party for Will Dwyer. Will is still out there campaigning and trying to raise money. He is an incredible man, having raised over $1.2 million in his lifetime. So that has certainly gone a long way to our $3 million goal. And I think it would be a great thank you and a great tribute to Will if we could support him in his campaign as well. All of the money that he raises goes towards the Barrie goal.
Yeah, and it's I know we spoke about Will before the million, well, over $1 million man now,
Mhm. Yeah.
but pledging to reach that, and now I believe he's on his way to 2 million is his next
Yeah.
goal.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He's committed. He's dedicated to reaching that. So,
Wow.
and then I guess the big news, the biggest news we have for everybody is that we'll be hosting a live event on September 18th at the Barrie Waterfront, where we've always been. We'll have guest speakers. We'll have an opening ceremony at 9 a.m. Come and register early. We will have some entertainment for you afterwards. And yeah, we just want to see everybody back out. Register your teams, get your businesses involved, do whatever it takes to get out and celebrate the fact that we can be back together again, once again, promoting and encouraging each other to fight for that goal of a cure for cancer.
Yeah, it's so exciting after a 2 year virtual hiatus to be able to be back together in person. And we've talked before with you on, and and we've talked here as well about community, and hi to Natty and Dan joining in, and Randy from the Terry Fox committee as well, hopping on, and it's going to be so great to be back with each other in person, to really get that sense of community and camaraderie that comes from the Terry Fox Run. You get sort of
Yeah.
that uplift from Terry's spirit, but also that energy from everyone else there, kind of solving a common cause.
And it speaks volumes that the people of Barrie are always committed to this. And last year, even though we were online, we raised $107,000.
Nice.
So we're so close. It's just amazing that everybody has been so committed and appreciating what this foundation does.
Yeah, it's so nice to see, and we've talked before again, and how worldwide how much of an impact Terry's made on people. And I mentioned in my time in Afghanistan when I was there working for the Canadian Armed Forces, we were sure to have a Terry Fox Run to show our support, much like the bases back home do, where I've been able to MC and take part in different events. Always a pleasure. And again, it's that community within the community of the Terry Fox Run, showing support and coming together. So you mentioned the teams being. Oh, I believe you can register your teams now.
Yeah, I can send a link to you to put up. We're really encouraging corporations, businesses to get out there, challenge each other. If you're in one specific industry, get out there and challenge everybody else who's in the same industry and see how much you can raise, or, just put in a corporate team. Your team doesn't have to fundraise just on event day or send the team out on event day. We're happy to bring a tent to your business and set up and promote the Terry Fox Run right at your place of business. So if you want to have a barbecue or you want to do something like that you're hosting, we'll come, we'll bring t-shirts, we'll bring some swag, and we'll just be there to promote the run. So we're happy to do that throughout the summer, right into the end of September, if you have people who aren't available to come out on run day.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Great to know. Would someone reach out to you for that, or just the community in
Yes.
general? Or?
Yeah. The Barrie Terry Fox Run at hotmail.com. And I can provide you with all those email addresses, and just make sure that, we're get in touch with us, and somebody from our team will show up with big smiles.
Of course. And that's what hey, Denise, welcome. Hello, neighbor. That's the one aspect I did enjoy of the virtual aspect, was being able to do it kind of whenever and have people from different places involved. So that's really great and accommodating as well, that you're able to go to a place of business where they can make a little challenge amongst themselves and run the event as a group. It's a great team building activity as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think it's important for people to be able to do that. And I think, another aspect this year, and something that companies can really build on this year, is the slogan on the t-shirt, on the back of the t-shirt, and on the long sleeve. So I'll hold this one up. If we hold it up high enough, you'll notice that it says, "I'm not a quitter." It's hard to get it the right way. I'm going to hold up the sleeve. There we go. I'm not a quitter. So what a great team building activity for everybody, right? For this year, to adopt in a company or in a school or in an organization, for everybody to think like that. They adopted this because Terry said in one of his journals, nobody is ever going to call me a quitter. And that's a direct quote from his journal. So they've adopted into this year's t-shirt. And the front of this year's t-shirt, as I'm wearing, is a picture of Terry. 42 years, this year, the run. So it's very fitting that it's a nice big picture of Terry on the front.
Yeah, that's great. And the I'm not a quitter really ties into Try Like Terry, which I've used before.
Oh, absolutely.
They all tie in together, which is nice. So
yeah,
great.
And I think we've all proved over the last 2 years with the pandemic and everything else. I think we've all had to adopt that kind of spirit of not being a quitter, just to make it through the pandemic. So I think it's appropriate that they choose that this year.
Yeah, so fitting. And we've talked before about how they always, the committee always seems to get the great theme. It's always fitting and matches what's going on. And another great example of that. So definitely very, like you said, very important coming hopefully out of this pandemic, or at least moving on with it and adapting as we need to. Very important to not be a quitter. We want to keep moving forward and push through and get through this and other obstacles that we have in our daily lives that we're dealing with, whether pandemic related or otherwise.
Right.
Such an important message and reminder for everyone to hear. So great to see that and that everyone's going to have that on their backs or on their sleeves.
Right.
It's going to be a great reminder as you're maybe struggling a little bit to maybe finish that last kilometer of the run or to get that last little bit of the walk in, or to think about going out to fundraise. You take a look at that sleeve or the back of your shirt, and gives you that instant reminder, that sort of mantra to keep you going and keep moving forward, which is so helpful for us to have those visual cues all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the t-shirts are available now online. You can go online and order them. The long sleeve t-shirts, we've been told, are a limited edition. So if you're really after a long sleeve t-shirt, you might want to get one. And we do have like a dry fit performance t-shirt as well in this year's style. So awesome. So it's good to get on and get registered. And it's easy, Terry Fox Foundation t-shirts. If you Google that, you're going to get to the right spot.
Awesome. Yeah. And again, though, it's very user-friendly interface to sign up a team or sign up as yourself. Very user-friendly, very easy to do, which makes it even easier and gives you even less of an excuse to not sign up and take part, because we try to take the guessing game out of it for you. So, and also those of you tuning in, if you reach out to me, I can reach out to Marilyn if you have any questions as well, or if you're not sure where to go. This will be, I think, the 5th or 6th year I've put a team in. We tend to do so again. So we'll be familiar with the links and things like that as well. So we'll be sharing those and sharing our fundraising pages in the next few days. And if you have any questions about, again, where to sign up or get shirts, or how to maybe get the Barrie committee at your event, give me a shout and we can touch bases with Marilyn and give you the contacts to get there as well. So, and if you're watching, I know there's viewers from other places, and reach out to your own Terry Fox committee if you're not in Barrie. I know we had the Edmonton group on here last year, and they're also very active in the community and willing to go out and reach out and do things and make things as easy as possible. So if you're somewhere else, reach out to your local Terry Fox Run committee and see what they're able to do for you to facilitate an event or some fundraising or some support. And definitely, again, we're in April or May now, I guess. We've got a few months till September, so we've got some time. Let's really make use of that time and really get some good funds raised for the Terry Fox Run as a whole. And again, in Barrie, we're 152,000 away from 3 million mark of our fundraising. So let's really push that over the top and get back. Hey, Shelly, welcome. I've got Natty here, wants to support. Awesome, Natty. So I'll send you the link. You can sponsor me. That'll be good. Or you can join up and you can maybe walk or run yourself. And again, that's another thing I enjoy about the Terry Fox. It's called Terry Fox Run, but the options are up to you. You can run, walk, wheel, whatever works for you.
Be pulled in a wagon, whatever works.
There you go, Natty. So you can be pulled in a wagon. That's her thing right there, I bet.
Bring your families and pull them in a wagon, wear your Terry Fox t-shirts, decorate, we'll have buttons for the kids this year. We're going to be cognizant of the fact that it is, we are still in a pandemic, and we'll encourage everybody to bring their own water bottles and then have pump stations available for people to refill. And any of the food that we have, I know we've always had pizza in the past, but we want to make sure that everybody's safe first and foremost. So we'll find packaged foods that we're able to give out to everybody. So
right, yeah,
just a real safety awareness to it as well, even at our start, and bringing those COVID-friendly practices into the event.
Yeah, exactly. So important, and just in general, I think again, one of the maybe silver linings of the pandemic, which are hard to find at times, but just to remind ourselves to take good care of ourselves, and to maybe pre-pandemic. So I like physical distance more than social distancing, but that term, I always knew of it as you're in my bubble. I need to get out of my bubble. And I think if we go back to having our bubble and keeping our space, it's good for us to have a little bit of space as well, for health reasons and just for comfort for some people as well. So some of those things, and different ways to take care of ourselves, and activity and fitness is a huge part of that, obviously. So again, all these things tying together, and just to see some of the events evolve. Like we had to for 2 years, we went virtual, we did the run online, and we're still able to raise funds for such a great cause and awareness as well. And now that we're able to kind of swing around 2 years later and be back in person with some extra precautions, it's again, it's extra inspiring to me. It's extra motivation. I'm excited already to get out there and do the run in September. So
yeah, and if you don't want to come out and do the run, do it wherever you feel safe, and send us a video or send us your pictures, and we'll post them on our social media. If there's anything at all throughout the summer that you want to do, please send us the social media or the links to our social media, and we'll be happy to share it.
Yeah, and if you look up Barrie Terry Fox Run on the socials, I know it's at Barrie TFR on Instagram. I think his Facebook is the same.
Yeah,
it'll come up as well. You can find it on there, and yeah, definitely post your pictures, your videos, and your events, and as well the committee does a great job of sharing updates. So countdowns and fundraising and anything that needs to be known. Those are the places, again, for Barrie to find it. Again, if you're not in Barrie, be sure to search your own Terry Fox Run committee on the socials. Again, we had Edmonton on with us last year, and I'm already seeing their Instagram as well start to put out some content and some reminders that things are coming, and we're only a few months away from September to get the fundraising going. So
I think one of the other things too, Pat, I'd like to mention, I know Randy's on the call today, and Randy helps a lot with the Terry Fox team members. And just as a reminder to everybody, if you are a cancer survivor, if you are currently, being treated for cancer, please sign up for the Terry Fox Run, and you'll receive your red T-shirt. We have signs available if you'd like to reach out to us that, cancer survivor lives here. But we really like that presence on run day of a team of people who start the race, and that team of people are all wearing red T-shirts, because what that tells us is that the research is working, that all of these people are survivors. And our team is small in Barrie, and we know that there's lots of opportunity for growth with people who haven't yet reached out to us. So please reach out to us, Barrie Terry Fox team, and or through any of our social media. We'll make sure we walk you through the process of how to get signed up, of how to get that red T-shirt, and then to come out and join us and celebrate. It's truly a celebration when you put that red T-shirt on.
Big time. And we talk here amongst our community of celebrating those victories, making sure we take the time to acknowledge ourselves, even small victories, but obviously this would be such a huge victory, but taking that time to recognize your accomplishment and what you've been able to get through, it helps us feel better and helps us keep moving forward to get to that next victory and work against that next obstacle. So definitely make sure you celebrate yourself and those around you. And again, as a runner, it's so, as Shelley just typed here, and so powerful to see that and see those red shirts, that wave of red kind of start us off every year. Again, just adds to the inspiration and motivation, and again ties in with that I'm not a quitter. What better way to show that than being up front with your red shirt on and kind of showing this evil disease who's boss, and that you're not going to take any gruff from them, and put your best foot forward.
We had last year downtown at Dunlop Street Days, we had, Will Dwyer sitting there in his 90s, and a little boy come up with his family. They had just moved to Barrie, to the south end of Barrie, and they came over, and a whole family of kids, and the oldest was 9. And the mom asked him, "Do you know who that is?" And he said, "Yeah, that's Terry Fox." And I went, "Oh, good for you." And he says, "Yeah, I had cancer too." And his mom told us that he had been 4 years cancer free.
Wow.
So, it's really moving when you see somebody who had cancer at 5 years old, and then Will, who's in his 90s.
Right.
Cancer doesn't discriminate. It affects the 5-year-olds and it affects the 90-year-olds. So I think it's really important to remember that. And it was really heartwarming to have that little boy come up and tell his story.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so brave of him at that young of an age too, to be willing to share that and willing to discuss it. That's so great. And again, probably a future influencer and leader, much like Terry was, to be able to help those around him as well. So
absolutely. And we're always delighted to have, young people like that share their stories. And also, young people, anybody who's out there that wants to get involved in the committee, we're more than happy to reach out to us. We need lots of help on run day. If that's the only day you can come out, please let us know, and we'll find a job for you to do on run day.
Yeah, always lots to do.
You bet.
On the run day. I know just being there in past events, just taking care of some of the MCs and guests was a full-time job. So having some people there is a big help. And like you said, with the food handling and things like that, and the money collections and all the stuff for the kids to do is definitely an all hands on deck kind of approach. So anyone looking to help out, and maybe some of our high schoolers watching, if you need your community hours, great way to
do it. Yeah.
And with the open air, do you look for help for open air Dunlop weekends?
Absolutely, we do. Yeah. So that's the same thing. If during the summer you want to, if we had more volunteers, we could have more of a presence downtown. We could be there more than just 1 or 2 Saturdays a month. So
excellent. Yeah. So again, reach out. Great way for you to check off that box. We're all about trying to make the most of our time here. Maybe you can get some volunteer hours, but also give back to a great cause and help your community, help lift some other people up, and help lift yourself up as well, which is always great. So great for mentioning that. Again, reach out to the committee for any information on that. And if you're not sure how, you can reach out to me, and I'll be sure to pass your information along as well, so you can get a hold of them. So is it the 18th this year?
Sunday, September 18th. The run starts at 9 a.m. Opening ceremonies are at 9 a.m. We encourage you to come early to register, check out the t-shirts, get buttons for the kids. And just get ready to run or walk or trike or whatever it happens to be. But
Nadia, I noticed, is very excited to be pulled in the wagon. She's excited about that. So I'm not sure who's going to pull her in the wagon.
Who's going to pull her?
We'll find someone. we'll find some people. We'll take turns maybe pushing her. And again, if just speaking from the Barrie event, that's what I've been involved in. But again, they're all phenomenal events. Really a great way to be back in your communities and be around some like-minded people, helping a great cause. And there's always great local people, entertainers, vendors, different information there as well about Terry and his run and the foundation and different things going on as well. So like Marilyn said, definitely get there early, check out the information, and the opening ceremonies are always so well done and so amazing. Again, so inspirational to see some of the speakers and just have the group there as a whole. Again, after a couple of years hiatus, is going to be lots of positive energy.
Oh, I think it's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a nice buzz to the area. It's going to be great. So get there early, take advantage of that. And then again, it's up to you if you want to go, maybe come back and do the walk or run later. You can do that as well. But definitely make sure you go down and try to check those out, because it is very, again, as Shelley has mentioned, very powerful to be there for those opening ceremonies as well. So take in the whole experience as much as you can.
Right.
And go through there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We certainly appreciate your support, Pat, and what you do for to help us promote it. it's people like you and your voice that makes it easier for us to reach that goal.
Well, I appreciate the support, the kind words, and I've got a few things that I'm kind of cooking with that I thought of last year, but it was a little too late. So I've got a couple things I'm going to try to get out this year to do some extra fundraising, maybe before or maybe just after the run as well, to maybe get some of our social communities together and get some fundraising going and get some funds in and tie a few different things together. So stay tuned for that on our socials, and you'll see more of that coming. Again, my team link will be up very soon. We'll get the team registered and get the fundraising link up for those that I know a few of you in the chat I see want to support. We'll get those links out to you as well. And we'll be sure to have you on again as we lead closer to the run and make sure we promote it some more. Again, gang, it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. We've got till September 18th is the run. But again, we give you some time after too to get those funds in and raise awareness. And as Marilyn mentioned, if you want them to come to you, your corporation, your workplace, maybe an activity, a gathering you have going on, and do something specific for the Terry Fox Run, they're more than willing to assist and accommodate and make it, again, pretty much take out any obstacle you may have with taking part in the run on the 18th. So definitely reach out to them and make that happen. And let's get to our goal of 3 million. Again, we need 152,000 raised to get there, and I definitely think between now and September ish, we can definitely get there and blow past that milestone. And
I sure hope so. It'd be wonderful. Yeah,
definitely it'd be great to be there September, and even before we count all the totals, to know going into the run that morning that you guys could announce we hit 3 million would be amazing.
That would be amazing. Yeah,
just to get back after 2 years and to have the I'm not a quitter theme, and to be able to hit that 3 million mark before we even count all the totals, that would be an amazing feat. So definitely throwing the gauntlet out there to those people watching. Again, as Marilyn mentioned, if you have a business, get a team together and challenge other like businesses in your area. Have a little Terry challenge, see who can raise the most money. Maybe you can put a little bit of a stake behind it or something, have some fun with it. I know when I was on the base at Base Borden, the different units would have competitions of fundraising, and there was always a little bit of something at stake to see who could get the bragging rights, or maybe someone a little bit of a bet or something, a little friendly wager to who could raise the most money as well in different events. So maybe you can have some fun with that as well. Get some other businesses involved, get some other friends and colleagues and teammates involved as well to keep things moving forward, and to get, again, have that Terry spirit, that try like Terry. That I'm not a quitter mentality that we can have, channel it toward the Terry Fox Run, but then also learn to use that in other facets of our life as well, and to be like Terry every day, because who wouldn't want to be like the man that Terry Fox was for all of us 42 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else you want to add in, Marilyn, as we wrap up?
No, I think that's it. I think we've covered everything. We've got all the downtown events. We've got our, live event on the 18th, corporate challenges, T-shirts, all that fun stuff. So please reach out anytime. We're more than happy to come out and help you out.
I think you shared an email earlier. Do you want to share that one more time for the listeners and viewers?
Yeah, it's Barrie Terry Fox Run at hotmail.com.
So Barrie Terry Fox Run at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Again, those of you on Instagram and Twitch will upload this video later on, so you can see the interview and actually see Marilyn. I know we have a couple Instagrams kind of seeing behind the scenes. Twitch is listening in, and I see a couple of you have switched over to Facebook to see. So thanks for accommodating for that. We'll get the full interview up with Marilyn, so you can see both. And feel free to reach out. And again, if you've missed any of the information, feel free to send me a DM, and I can send your information on to Marilyn as well, or the committee to get you signed up and get things rolling. So Marilyn, pleasure as always. Thanks so much for being here and sharing it, and for not being a quitter. And we'll get you on again soon to chat, and let's get that 3 million mark before we get to September 18th.
I love that goal. I think that's excellent.
All right. Take care, Marilyn. Take care, everyone.
Okay. Thanks so much, Pat. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Bye-bye.
And remember, guys, always make yourself the priority you deserve to be by striving to operationally fit. Talk to you soon, gang.